Welcome to The Daily Show. I'm Ronny Chieng. So much to talk about tonight. White dudes are mansplaining their support for Kamala Harris. JD Vance gets his own pussy tape. And Louis Black yells at the sun. But first, let's get into our continuing coverage of Indecision 2024. We are now less than 100 days from the election, and Democrats are super fired up about having a candidate who isn't legally dead. Nearly every night now, huge groups are gathering on Zoom to raise money. It started with black women for Harris, and then black men for Harris, and then white women. And last night, white dudes took a break from trying to have sex with Asian women to do their Zoom call.
Monday night's White Dudes for Harris live stream raised more than $4 million, according to organizers.
More than 150,000 people were on the call. The call included possible Harris running mates, actors, labor leaders. Among the stars were Mark Hamill, Josh Groban, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Actor Jeff Bridges throwing in his star power.
I qualify, man. I'm white, I'm a dude, and I'm for Harris. I'm so excited. A woman president, man. How exciting.
I mean, it is cool that they got Jeff Bridges, but if anyone was waiting to see who the Big Lebowski endorses, I don't think that's the group that's going to remember to vote. But 150,000 white dudes joined this Zoom because nothing says I will do anything for this candidate like clicking on a Zoom link from your toilet. The white dudes did raise a lot of money, although the Zoom went off the rails when someone asked if anyone had a favorite Bob Dylan album. And I personally am glad they found a way to make segregation progressive, but I'm just saying, historically, it's not great when white people develop racial awareness, okay? It starts out like, hey, let's just hang out, and then soon it's like, hey, this is fun. We should get some uniforms. But even if you want in on the man bun Zoom, it's obvious there's a lot of enthusiasm on the Democrat side. And you can tell by who wants to debate more.
I'm ready to debate Donald Trump. He agreed to that previously. Now it appears he's backpedaling.
I want to do a debate, but I also can say this. Everybody knows who I am, and now people know who she is.
Then why not debate her?
Well, wait. But because they already know everything. The answer is yes, I'll probably end up debating. But I can also make a case for not doing it.
It sounds like Trump just lost a debate with himself. But, hey, I don't blame him for having second thoughts, okay? I mean, the last time Trump did a debate, he beat Biden so bad they gave him a tougher opponent. That's crazy. It's like Trump won so hard he might lose the presidency. And no shit, he doesn't want to debate again. I mean, if he debates again, either he loses to Kamala or he wins and they swap her out for Abraham Lincoln. It's like, how many bosses are there in this game? But Democrats aren't waiting for a debate to go on the offense. They've been subtly field testing a new line of attack and see if you can spot it.
The way they address people, it is bizarre. It's weird. It is weird.
That stuff is weird. They come across weird. They seem obsessed with this.
A super weird idea from JD Vance.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's quite weird.
They're just weird.
More weird.
It's just plain weird.
Weird? What about Donald Trump is weird? Yeah, I just don't see it. Now, calling someone weird is a bit of a downgrade from he tried to overthrow democracy. On the other hand, you know, that message didn't really stick. I mean, Democrats spent 4 years being like, hey, everybody, remember January 6th? And most Americans were like, we don't remember and or care. So now Democrats are like, hey, wasn't trying to overthrow the government kind of weird? Like, who even does that? And now people are like, yeah, I guess that is kind of weird. The best part about this line of attack is that there is no defense to it. I mean, you can't say, guys, I'm not weird. Because that sounds weird. And although Democrats have to be clear about what kind of weird they're referring to, because people could think they mean like cool weird, like David Bowie or Jeff Goldblum. They gotta be like, no, we mean weird, like the Penguin from Batman. What was up with that guy? It's like, hey, I'm a bad guy, but I'm also into Antarctic wildlife conservation. And one of the weird things that they've been hitting them on is this comment Vance made in 2021.
We're effectively run in this country via the Democrats, via our corporate oligarchs, by a bunch of childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives and the choices that they've made, and so they want to make the rest of the country miserable too.
Yeah, I mean, if you have friends who've chosen not to have kids, you know how totally miserable they are. Oh, no, I got too much disposable income. My life is so hard. I can fly business class. I still have a sex life. Please kill me. So after getting backlash, JD Vance tried to do damage control, but it turns out he didn't misspeak. He's been shit-talking childless people for years.
The controversial comments he made questioning the judgment of people without children, they were not a one-off. He told a crowd, quote, "Babies are good because we're not sociopaths." He appealed to donors by mentioning the, quote, "radical childless leaders in this country. Cat ladies must be stopped."
You go on Twitter, and almost always the people who are most deranged and most psychotic are people who don't have kids at home.
Yeah, of course they're deranged and psychotic. They're on Twitter. That's where they live. It doesn't matter how many kids you have. The most deranged person on Twitter has 45 kids. For more analysis on childless cat ladies, let's go live to Grace Kuhlenschmidt. Grace, what do you think about JD Vance saying that childless cat ladies are bad for America?
Hey, man, when you're right, you're right. Back to you, Ronnie.
Wait, really? What's wrong with childless cat ladies?
For starters, their houses are covered in cat hair. Look at what they did to JD. When he went over to one of their houses once, and his face still has cat hair all over it.
I think that's his beard.
Oh, gross. The point is, childless cat ladies are freaks.
Okay, I'm sorry, but aren't you childless?
Yes, but I don't have a bunch of cats all over my apartment. I'm a normal adult woman.
Grace, there's a whole bunch of lizards crawling all behind you.
Yeah, lizards. Not cats. I'm not a freak.
Okay, how is that better?
It's obviously better. I don't spend all day petting my lizards or making an Instagram profile for them. I just give them pedicures and crochet them turtlenecks like a normal pet owner.
Wait. How many lizards do you have?
I don't know, 40 to 80.
Okay, Grace, that's a huge range. What do you mean you don't know?
They come and go as they want, Ronnie. They're not animals. Jasper, stop eating your brother's skin, you goofball.
Okay, Grace, it's not about the animals. JD Vance was saying that if you don't have human children, you don't care about the future of America.
What? No, I deeply care about America because no other country will let me in with 80 to 100 lizards. Ooh, feeding time. Come on, guys. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to jump on Zoom. Lizard ladies for Kamala. We're going to talk about how weird the Republicans are.
Okay, Grace Kuhlenschmidt, everybody.